Cord, Caldera, King of the Hill, Caldera, King of the Hill. Hello, welcome to Joyful Gaming. I am Joyful Spirit, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to get 5 skull rating on King of the Hill. As you can see from this menu, I have not gotten this 5 skull rating in King of the Hill yet, so this is gonna be my first time doing it, and I'm gonna get it done. If you're not familiar, this is Orcs Must Die 2, a trap defense game by Robot Entertainment, an awesome variant of the tower defense genre. Definitely check it out, it's a really fun game to play. And this is gonna be some advanced gameplay tips, as I'm gonna show you how to get those 5 skulls in the last map of the endless gameplay. Last map does not necessarily mean it's the hardest. There are definitely harder maps, ones that I have more trouble with. And let's see what we got. In the first look, the maps looks really complicated. There are 4 entrances plus flyers, but it's not that hard once you really look into it. Look, there's an entrance that leads into here, and then there's another entrance that leads from there. So rather than defending those entrances separately, I'm just gonna focus all my defenses in this area, which makes it so much easier. And then there are 2 entrances that are right there. There's the mirror one on the other side, and they come up the stairs and in here, so I can really just most of the time camp in this area of the rift and just shoot down whatever comes. I'm gonna keep my Scepter of Domination and Crossbow combo. Crossbow is really good against single target enemies, and Scepter of Domination is really good for crowd control and groups of enemies, so these weapons really complement each other. And Crossbow is really good when I'm taking this high ground position, because heads of enemies are gonna be exposed and I'm gonna hit for bonus damage as the headshot. That's what crossbows are for headshotting enemies. Then I'm gonna keep all my trinkets because they are really good in endless play, and I don't really need the ice vent, but I am gonna need, I would say, the coin forge. I'm gonna replace the archers with zappers. In endless play, I like zappers a little bit more because archers tend to die a lot in the later waves due to the null invasions, and the nulls are really tough to stop in the later stages, so the archers will just get slaughtered, and then in the later stages the archers won't even respawn, so the air waves are gonna kill me if I just don't get zappers. Zappers themselves are not ideal, I don't really like them, I'm not a big fan of them, but the game does not provide that many anti-air options. I'm gonna keep the brimstone and I'm gonna delete my floor scorcher, because there isn't that much floor surface area in these waves. I don't think the floor scorcher is gonna be as effective in this particular map. I usually take the floor scorcher, but in this map I'm gonna take the boulder chute, which isn't even fully upgraded, but it's still gonna be really good because this map provides a lot of room for the boulders. See, I can place 3 on the path on those paths, and I can place 3 in here, which is a lot of boulder chutes, more than you would normally be able to place. So the first waves are gonna come through these stairs. I'm just gonna set up my coin forge so that one wave of brimstones is gonna fit in the front and in the back. Oh shit! I forgot the most important trap in my arsenal. So I'm just gonna retry because I can't change my loadout when I have begun building. It's kinda weird, but I forgot my acid spitter. The most important trap in the game, the one I use most. So I'm just gonna get rid of one of my trinkets. I really need the trap reset if I'm gonna use zappers. So what I'm gonna sacrifice is, I think, my Rift Defender. I'm just gonna go without Rift Defender. Not the optimal thing, but I really need the healing trinket because the gnolls are gonna tear me apart in the later waves, and of course I need the scavenger trinket, and I need the trap reset trinket for my floor zappers. So that pretty much leaves
I put more traps.
the last trinket out. All right. And some brimstone for cutting the randbars, and I'm pretty much all set. Alright, so this is basically my setup for these stairs. Later on I'm of course gonna add traps everywhere here. I'm gonna put one wave of brimstone in here for the trolls and in here for the randbars. And then a bonus acid spitter next to the brimstones for a combo. And then I'm just gonna set up coin forges around this area. Then I'm gonna place boulder chutes wherever I can, and acid spitters, cause they're good. There you go. And against the air, that's the tricky part in this map. The air is what really kills me. And I could have placed archers really, but I don't like them as much because after wave 30 or so, they just stop respawning. Once they die permanently. And the air is getting really strong. It's really killing these archers. So I'm gonna place some zappers in here. And then I'm gonna place some more backup zappers right next to my rift. And hopefully that's gonna keep me clear. And whenever I can, I'm gonna use my trinket for recharging the zappers. It's a really good combo because the biggest problem of the zappers is that they run out so quickly and they recharge so slowly. So this trinket is really gonna complement their weakness. And since the first 20 waves are gonna be really easy with this setup, I'm just gonna fast forward now. So see you at the wave 20. Alright, this is wave 16. The things are starting to get a little bit interesting. I actually leaked a few monsters and lost 10 rip points. So I thought I'll let you in on the fun already. I have a setup of coin forges, brimstone walls, and acid sprayers on the walls, boulder chutes on the top, and as a last line of defense, there are shock zappers, and I'm gonna place brimstones kinda underneath the shock zappers. It will work really well on the trolls. Now here the pattern is kinda similar. Shock zappers is the last line of defense, then a coin fort, brimstones, and acid sprayers. So this is my AoE area, and the idea is to charm the big monsters inside this area so that everything will fight each other and stay around for another round of acid sprayers underneath a boulder chute. That's the idea for my defense, but I need to do that on two lanes at once. On 3 lanes overall, but the waves only come from 2 waves. The waves only come from 2 lanes at once. And there's the air lane where I have just placed a crap ton of zappers. So that's the best I could come up with. Just a lot of zappers, a lot of money. I'm just throwing money at the problem. It seems to work pretty well. So I have my brimstones in place. Need a few more acid sprayers here, and I am ready to go. Let's do this. Wave 16. 16 more to go, and I have a 5 skull rating. This map feels really hard, so I might not get the 5 skull in this game as I intended. But let's see what happens. Maybe I do. Maybe I can pull it off. My mouse is kind of behaving strangely when I'm recording a video. So at least I have an excuse. At least I have it. Alright. Use the scavenger trinket anytime I can. Okay, I actually leaked flyers, so I'm just gonna charm something. Wow, my mouse is really weird. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just relying on my zappers for now. Wow. It's okay, I'm gonna get used to it. I'm gonna get used to my mouse. Just focus. Just focus, Berkeley. Just focus. You can do this. You can headshot the mage. Alright. Keeping myself alive. Nice. Stayed alive.
It's time.
charming him so he can run to his death, trying to kill off his teammates. Alright. These Thunderbats are the hardest air monsters in the game, so they will be leaking, but other air monsters will not be leaking. Okay, kill some Thunderbats, charm that Ogre, and everything will be fun. Everything will be just peachy. There you go.
Orcs have so many parts.
More boulders. More boulders.
So much wonderful death.
Stop right there. Headshot, headshot. Come on. Come on. Who's your daddy?
They're almost there.
I'm
What?
ready.
Who's almost there? Don't scare me. That was a weird tooltip. I'm gonna use my trinket to refresh the zappers. They look like they need some refreshments. Wow, there's a lot of Thunderbats. When I'm shooting them, I always keep my eyes on the minimap so that I can see when I have to switch to the ground lane. When do I need to start unleashing the boulders? Okay, 2 grenadiers. Not a big problem.
First trap doesn't get them, the rest will.
If the first trap doesn't get them, the rest will. Oh, mages. Not good, not good.